Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Alberta's pride. Hey, ho, hey, ha, 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 let's go. Hey, 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 hey. Whoa.
Out in Alberta where the Rockies rise, Tommy Temper streaming with fire in his eyes. From a lake house glowing in the moonlight's gleam, he's the YouTube king of the widest streams. Oh, Tommy Temper, you're a great guy, battling trolls with a spark in your eye. Conspiracy theories, politics and fun, streaming from the Rockies, you're second to none. Hot tub bubbling under starlit skies, he's calling out the haters with truth in his lines, talking about the world from the left to the right.
Hey. How's everyone doing today? You're watching The Temper Show. I'm Tommy Tempa, coming to you from, right now, Sylvan Lake, Alberta, where it's a great place to live. Fun stuff happening. Riding that golf cart around town there yesterday. Excellent fun times.
Like a champion dream from Alberta's heart, he's lighting up the night. Tommy Temper's truth is his guiding light. With a wink and a grin, he's taking on the fight, spilling all the tea in the YouTube life. From the hot tub to the Rockies, he's living it free. Tommy Temper's the streamer we all want to see. Oh,
Tommy Temper,
you're a great guy.
Why, thank you very much.
Battling trolls with a spark in your eye. Conspiracy theories,
Boom, troll.
politics and fun, streaming from the Rockies, you're second to none. So
Telling me what to do? Boom.
the legend of the land from Alberta's lake house.
Getting in my face, grabbing my phone. Boom.
He's watching and the hot tub steaming.
Stand your ground.
The hero of YouTube.
Stay out of my space.
She's streaming Tommy Temper.
Don't interfere with me.
Alberta's pride.
How's everyone doing today? Hey, good to see everyone. Thanks a lot, everyone, for tuning in slowly but surely. You know, popping into the show here, looking good. And yeah, we've got an interesting day here today because today we are going to be going on what I would classify as a little trip, what I would call a mountain trip. So this should be a very interesting day. Right now, I'm just live first thing in the morning at the studio in Sylvan Lake here. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for tuning in, everybody. Do appreciate your company here this morning as we basically go over some of the, arteria, well, whatever, the crap that we're going to be doing here today. So, yeah, we're going to be talking about that. Thanks a lot for turning those switches on there. Got Carrie's musings in there. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Faces in the Stone. Thanks a lot for following. Busy Lizzie in there. Diamond Art. Oh, you're in my chat. Busy. I've actually was over checking out your channel there. And I'll have to go over there and say hi in your channel. I'm actually subbed up to literally over 1,000 people, and, once in a while I see them go live and, I run by their chat, but, rarely do I say things in other people's chats, but if I see you in my chat, then I'll make a 100% sure, that I'll be going over there and saying hi in your chat. Sounding good. Laura in there. Hey, Laura, Wretched Nobody. Thanks a lot. We got lots of people following us there. Faces in Stone, Busy Lizzie, Laura, Wretched Nobody. Thanks a lot for following. East Coast Stoner in there. Hey, good to see you. We got Gary's Broken Pearl. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. We got Rudy in there. Hey, Rudy. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. We got Troy in there, turning on a couple of switches. Somebody in there. We got Linda Lou. Hey, good to see you. Yeah, Thomas in there, looking good. Yeah, lots of good people popping in here. We're coming to you from the lake house in Sylvan Lake. Let's just fade over to that shot. This is what it actually looks like right here out my window. Over here at Sylvan Lake, it's not a bad day. It was all right this second here. It's a little bit of light cloud, but it was sunny this morning, and it's about 8:27 in the morning here today in Alberta. And yeah, I've been kind of watching some of the stuff that was going on here in Canada. We had Mark Carney visited and blew a bunch of Canadian taxpayers' money announcing some kind of a housing project or something in Red Deer, Alberta. Yeah, we don't need Carney trying to pander to us here. What happens is you get, a bunch of people in Alberta saying we're going to separate from Canada, and then all of a sudden Carney is like, oh, we better build a pipeline. We better pander to Alberta. We better, announce that we're going to spend some money, some taxpayers' government money on housing, which, if the economy was doing well and if, everything was going the way it should, the government shouldn't have to spend any kind of money on housing and crap like that. Mama Red, good to see you. Thomas in there. Hey, Thomas, good to see you. It's the government should stay out of housing. The government should actually stay out of building some kind of a pipeline, because that's private enterprise should do that. What the government should just get their fingers out of our industry, out of our commerce, out of our private enterprise. Quit trying to suck money out of us by imposing carbon taxes. All that's doing is just taxing us and sending money to Ottawa. What they want to do is they want to build these carbon sucking plants, use the corporation money, because let's face it, the government has no money. The government is broke. The Canadian government is broke. Why do you think the Canadian government is printing dollars? Because they don't have any money. Why do you think the Canadian government is borrowing money? Any project that the government has, they really don't have any money. So if Carney shows up in Alberta here and says, oh, we have $800 million that we're going to spend on housing, you don't have that money. Where the hell are you going to get that money from? Right? The taxpayers are already taxed out. We're paying the max tax, and you don't have enough money from all the taxes to pay for all the billions and billions and billions of dollars that you're spending on other crap across Canada. So to show up in Alberta here and say that, we've got, and I don't know what the exact number is. It's just under $1 billion to spend on housing. I didn't even listen to the entire thing of what it was. And Danielle Smith, shame on you to pandering to a guy like Mark Carney. You're getting sucked in by that federalist bullshit there. All he's doing is he's trying to get you to look like you're like pro liberal, and like, what are you, a conservative or a liberal? Like, really, honestly, all you're doing is just listening to the pandering and going with the pandering of Mark Carney, and we can see right through that crap. And I'm just wondering, how is Brookfield involved with that whole thing? We know that Brookfield is in the building industry. We know that they're in the apartment owning industry. We know that they're into the business of building cardboard boxes and stuff like that, So, how much of that money is going to go to Brookfield? That's what my question is. That's what we really want to know. We're pissed off with that whole thing. Dash and Grandma, good to see you. Scott Free, hey, good to see you. Hopefully things are going well for your show. It's just, we're sick and tired of Mark Carney. Alberta doesn't need Mark Carney or any of his so-called taxpayers' dollars that he doesn't have. He's going to go into debt. He's going to borrow money. He's going to print more. Ding, 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 ding. The printing presses are going hard there with the visit to Red Deer. Yeah. So we're sick and tired of all that bullshit, Thanks a lot for all those subs, new subs to the channel there. The sub numbers are going up. And we're not even asking for any subs. I'm not, I just noticed that there were a lot of people that are subbing to the channel here. And by the way, I'm obviously a conservative channel, and a lot of conservative channels on YouTube have been tanking. They've been losing subs like crazy. They've been losing views like crazy. And I was just watching a show there today where there's a guy that has 1 million subs, and they're losing like thousands and thousands and thousands of subs on their channel, and their views are going from where they were getting 100,000 views on a video down to like 3,000 views or 5,000 views on a video, and they are spending a lot of money producing like 200 videos every 28 days. You know, like that's a lot of videos. They're spending a lot of money producing videos, and they're not making any of that money back. They were demonetized and all kind of crap like that. So it appears that YouTube is hitting hard against conservative YouTubers. So, you know, hey, I can see it myself where, you know, my channel was doing a lot better in the past, and we're being kind of hit hard now with, you know, the views down, the numbers down, watch hours down. Everything is down, you know, and it's not because of my content or what I'm doing, but it's just, I think that there's, you know, what is it, YouTube? If you got a bunch of purple-haired people in there pushing the buttons there and going, oh, this guy here is a conservative, so we're going to basically put him on slow-mo or whatever, you know. It's you can't really, you know, call them out for exactly what they're doing, but yeah, we're definitely feeling the heat. Luckily, I don't live off of YouTube revenue. Luckily, it doesn't matter to me whether there's 5 people watching or 100 people watching. You know what I mean? Of course, you know, everyone wants to see their numbers go up. Everyone wants to see their views go up, their channel, you know, basically get better over time. But luckily, I am not just on YouTube. I'm also on Facebook. And yeah, I'm doing like fantastic over on Facebook. When I post a little video, and I don't mean you know, a live on Facebook is basically treated like garbage. Okay, so you know, they don't promote anything on a live video, at least not for me anyway. So I don't have any traction when I go live over on Facebook. But if I post a little vertical video on Facebook, I will get literally thousands and thousands and thousands of views. It is like unbelievable. So I think that Facebook is maybe promoting those vertical videos over on Facebook right now. So if you're on YouTube or, you know, social media or whatever like that, make damn sure you're over on Facebook. Make damn sure that you're doing a little vertical videos and posting them over there, because they're definitely they're pushing it. No, Linda Lou. Well, they're a joke as far as live videos, but as far as and you know what? And the other thing with live videos, they only leave them up for 30 days and then they delete. Okay, so if I do a live video over on Facebook, it's gone after 1 month. You know, so there's no saving anything over on Facebook. But if you do a little vertical video, then it's something a little bit different. They will promote the hell out of it, and you'll get lots of traction. And like I said, I get lots and lots. In fact, the best video that I've done on Facebook is over 500,000 views, and that's a video that I did about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, Don Peter in there. Hey, Don, good to see you. Yeah, as you can see by the title of my video, today is kind of a special day, so we're going to be going mobile today. We're hopping in the mobile, and we're heading west. Go west, young man. Head west. And probably we start to see the mountains about 45 minutes west of where I'm at right here in Sylvan Lake. So yeah, we're looking forward to this little I wouldn't call it a day trip, but I would call it a multi-day trip, and we're heading into the mountains. But there's only one thing wrong with that, is that I was looking at some of the information to the west of me here, and it appears like when we start getting into the mountains, we lose cell service, and there's something like 200 kilometers through the mountains where we don't have any cell service whatsoever. So unfortunately, when I get there, I won't be able to go live. I won't be able to upload anything. I won't be able to receive a phone call. I won't be able to make a phone call. I won't be able to get a text message. Well, maybe a text message, because I know when I go in that area, that little satellite symbol appears on the top of my phone. And yeah, you can't make a phone call, but you can text somebody. I know that you can text somebody with that little satellite symbol on your phone. By rights, I should have Starlink. Honestly, I should have Starlink in the mobile mobile so that we can, but it's so rare that I go into those areas where there's zero cell service, because we're just having fun out here at the lake, you know what I mean? But that being said, we will be in the mobile, and I will make a really, really big attempt later today to go live, and we're going to be live trekking into the mountains, so hopefully we'll be able to show you some views of what it looks like, when we go close to the mountains, in the mountains, at least on the east side of the mountains here. And as we get into the mountains, we're just going to crap out on you. We're going to lose cell signal, and that'll be it for our feed. And then we're going to be in the mountains somewhere. Now, if you know anything about Alberta, there's a terrific highway that goes in between Banff, which is on the southern part of, to the, let's say, the west of Calgary. You've got Banff. And then there's a really nice highway that goes up, and I don't even know the number of the highway, but anyways, it goes up to the Columbia ice fields, and then from there up to Jasper. And we're going to be heading west to that highway. I don't know where we're going. I don't know where we're going to end up. I don't know what the whole deal is going to be, but we're going to be traveling over towards the mountains, and I don't even know how many days we're going. It's one of those we don't know what the hell is going to happen type trips where nothing is planned. We're going to load the fridge up with food. I could even throw a few beer in there, I think, too, so I can have a few beer at nighttime. And but whatever, some pops. We're going to have, some water and stuff like that. We're going to be able to sleep overnight, and hopefully we'll make it into the mountains somewhere. But I know that wherever we end up camping in the mountains, because we're going to be staying at some kind of a campground, and these campgrounds in the mountains, they have nothing other than a place where you can pay your money, because of the federal government wants to collect money off of everybody. So when you pull into those campgrounds there's nothing but a gravel driveway where you park on, and there's no hookup, there's no electricity, there's no sewer, there's no water, there's no anything. So you have to come prepared with everything. Basically, it's like where you go where you got a tent, right? They figure everyone showing up there is going to have everything with them, or a tent. And it's like you're in a area where you're up high in the mountains. Well, actually, usually the campgrounds are kind of in the valley, okay? So you're not on the peak of some mountain or something like that, right? It's not like we're going to be, camping here on the top of this mountain or something in the snow or something like that. But we absolutely will see snow. It'll look, our scenery will look just like you see behind me here right now, where we're going to be in the valley where there is no snow, but we're going to be looking up and we're going, oh my God, there's snow on that mountain. And oh my God, is that an ice field? Is that an ice field? And when you're in the Columbia ice field, I don't know if you've ever seen ice fields anywhere in the world, but the ice is blue. It looks blue. Like this is snow that you see right here. That's just snow on the peaks of the mountains. But when you get so high up in the Rocky Mountains and you get up to what's known as the Columbia ice fields and the other ice fields on the associated mountains around the Columbia ice fields, the actual ice that is like hundreds of feet thick is blue, okay? And those ice fields, and I remember going up there as I was a kid, and the ice fields were right up near the road. They are melting. They are melting, and the ice fields is slowly retreating. And, you might say, well, it's because of climate change. No. Ever since they've been recording, since the early 1900s or late 1800s, the ice fields have been retracting way before 10 years ago or 20 years ago or whatever. They have been continuously retracting. The ice fields have been continuously melting. We are in a warming trend with the Earth as time goes on here. We're not going into an ice age or anything like that, We're okay. We're not going to all freeze to death here. But the ice fields have been retracting over a period of time, and they're still doing that, And now you got to walk about a kilometer from where you park to get up to where you can actually touch the ice fields. And I've actually gone for a ride because they have those special vehicles. I don't know if you've ever seen those special vehicles, those ice field vehicles that they've got over there on the ice fields. Just hang on here. Let me just do a quick search here for Columbia. Okay, hang on here. COLUMBIA ice fields. Okay. Ice field. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me see what we can come up with here. Let me bring up some images here. See what we can come up with here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Here's some images of this Columbia ice fields here. And let me just see if I can bring them in here. Bring you the picture. The picture of the ice field. Oh, except let me just zoom this a little bit here so that I can get some better videos of it here so that I can show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, well, they've got stuff like this here where they've got these buses, right? And you see that bus in that picture right there. I've actually gone because where the road passes through between Banff and Jasper, you can stop, you can park, and then you can pay some money and then go on a trip to the actual ice field. And what they do is they go on this ice road. Well, it's not really an ice road, but it's a road to the ice field. Okay. And once you get to the very top of the road, that's where these buses are parked here that you see in this video right here. And those are special buses that have like wheels on them that are, let me just pull this in here to a different shot here. Hang on. Hang on here. Let me see if I can get a better shot of that vehicle there. But they've got huge wheels on these buses. It's like almost like a truck wheel or something like that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Here's a better shot of it here. Up front shot. Yeah. Where they're standing in front of that. You know, there are huge wheels on those buses. And there was actually there was a driver that actually crashed one of those buses, and I think killed some people there. So it is, you know, even though it's just a short trip from the parking lot up the hill, and it takes you probably about 15 minutes worth of driving to get up there because these things go so slow. But they're special vehicles that are designed to go on the road and to actually go on the ice up there. And yeah, the things that you see up there are quite interesting. Here you can see, you know, the crevice, because there's crevices in the ice there. Here you can see where there's no safety or anything like that. You're like walking along, and all of a sudden, you could fall into the crevice there and die. You know, so yeah, you have to be really careful. And yeah. This is the Columbia ice fields. So we're going to be going for a little trip up there, up to that area. Again, I don't know what cell service is like in there in that whole area, because I know that I saw a sign there that said something about there's no cell service for 250 kilometers or something like that, or 200 kilometers. So we're in no man's land. We're going to be up there on the ice. And yeah, these guys and these pictures here are showing what is going on in that area. And the buses themselves are absolutely parked in an area where it is at the top of the road that goes up to the ice field. And this picture right here is quite high up on the mountain and is parked right on the ice field there, right there. It's you know, it just looks like it's parked on snow, but that is, you know, hundreds of feet thick of ice that those buses are parked on right there. And that's where they take you, and that's where they load you off of the buses. And it's actually, yeah, it's a lifetime thing to be able to go to something like this and to see this. Columbia ice fields on the road between Jasper and Banff, Alberta. Jasper and Banff are both on the lower parts, so they're a little bit warmer than where you see this whole thing. And yeah, actually quite interesting. Okay. No, I'm just getting a bunch of texts from my wife there. Just hang on a second. I am live on the air right now. I will call you later. Okay. Yeah. And no, we're not bringing another vehicle. We're just bringing one vehicle. We are bringing my travel van. We are going to be traveling in my van, and we are going to be going up into the mountains. And I don't know exactly where we're going to get to. I don't know exactly where we're going. It is just a trip where we're going to hop in my van, my little travel van, and we are going to boogie up into the mountains there. And it is going to be absolutely phenomenal. It will be a phenomenal trip, and I will be documenting it in places where I can go live. I will go live, and places where I cannot go live because there will be no cell service. LZ, good to see you. Thanks a lot for saying hi over in one of the other things. By the way, I was watching David Levine, his podcast there today. He had the PPC, the leader of the PPC was on his party. I should actually be doing some interviews with Daniel Smith. I should be interviewing PPC, Pierre Polyev, like all of these people that are and also other people that are podcasters and stuff like that. I should actually expand my program to encompass more things that are happening out there. And, because I actually, have a lot of people that watch the stuff that I do, and I have a lot of fun. And, again, I'm doing this just for fun. I'm here for fun and enjoyment, just because it's like, yeah, I know how to do this stuff. I know how to, embrace the technology. I've got a good setup here, a high-powered computer. I'm sitting here with four ultra widescreen monitors right in front of me here. It's like a television studio that I'm sitting in here. Honestly, it's a great setup here. I'm very, and I'm not a real religious person, but I would have to say that I am blessed, if I could say that, with everything that I have all around me here. Like I'm leading the life that I wish everyone could have. I wish you could do this too. If you're thinking of doing a podcast or doing a video or something like that, do it. You will be raked over the coals by the trolls. You'll be doxxed. People will be putting your address out there, your name out there, your phone number out there, all your personal information out there. People will be threatening to come to your house. They'll be threatening to phone the RCMP on you. There are so many good things that could happen to you if you too become a podcaster. So go for it. Don't let it just sit in the dust. Don't waste your life away, wishing that you did something. Get out there and do something. I have what's known as the entrepreneurial spirit. I've always had it within me, where I don't just sit back on my couch and eat potato chips. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a mover, I'm a shaker, I'm a doer. I've done a lot of shit over my life, and you too, like Elm Tree, right? Elm, you're out there, you're doing your podcast. As soon as you put your face and everything out there onto the internet, then right away the trolls are like, the lefty all-inclusive trolls are doxing the shit out of you. You know what I mean? So, I need more info on VHF radio. Don Peter, yeah, exactly. 144, 430, whatever. 1.8, 7 megahertz, 14 megahertz, 21 megahertz, 28 megahertz. Get yourself a good radio. I used to be into radio, but not so much anymore, because I'm on the internet, right? I'm on the internet now because, I can basically ham radio, CB radio, and all that stuff. It's okay when you're on the road, whatever. And I should actually put a CB radio in my van there so that we can talk to other people. But a lot of the truckers don't even use CB anymore. They use LAD, LADD radio here in Canada. to communicate the VHF between the various trucks and stuff like that. But, now you've got the cell phone and stuff like that. The cell phone and the internet and all that is all taken over from any of that stuff. Of course, if there ever was like a real emergency where, it was a big catastrophe and whatever, well, you could always use satellite, right? Because satellite has now taken over. So you could have a complete power failure. You could have all the cell towers go down, and as long as you have a Starlink, you're good to go. And probably the next thing that I will get will be Starlink, because if I'm going to be going into these areas like in the mountains where there is no cell service, and that's exactly where I'm going today, we need Starlink so that we can upload the data and go live, whatever, and buzz along the highway and show you some of these places, that are in the middle of nowhere. Because I don't know, like if I do make it to the Columbia ice fields, I don't know. They probably have cell service there. They probably do. Because that's a pretty popular, central point there where everyone kind of gets to the Columbia ice fields, and they've got, I think, a campground there, and there's some kind of a, what would you call it, a chalet or something. It's probably some kind of motel or something. I don't know. I forget exactly what there is there, but there's some kind of buildings and stuff built there, where they have all of these things that I was showing you, these buses and stuff like that. So they need places for people to live and whatever. Right there, I probably will have some kind of cell service there. And that being, I remember being up there. You needed a winter jacket to be up there because that is cold up there. Let's face it, it's ice up there, and it's below zero. It's freezing up there. Where you see these buses and stuff like that, like if you go up to that place right there, there's snow, and I'm talking, this could be a picture in the middle of summer right here. That's what it looks like in the middle of summer. It's like pure ice, 100 feet thick. It is melting a little bit on the lower part of it there, by the highway where it's a little bit warmer. But even there, the wind is, I remember being up there, and the wind blows so freaking strong, and it's freezing cold, and you're in there in your little hoodie, and you're just, in fact, you need winter gloves and all kind of shit like that. So I don't know if I'm going to really go on the bus and go up to the top of the whole thing, because I've already been there, already done that, and it is quite something to see and do. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. They also have this other thing along the highway too. They've got this thingamajiggy here where they built this thing off to the side of the mountain, and you get to walk on that thing. And look at it, it's got glass. The people are on a glass walkway where the floor of the walkway is made out of glass, and the people are standing on that glass there, and you feel like it's going to break or something. You're going to fall through and you're going to die. The glacier skywalk, they call that. I've seen that thing. I've never been on that thing ever, but we've driven by there and seen this bloody thing, and holy geez, the glacier skywalk, that sounds like something worthwhile going on. But, all that stuff is not cheap. It's like $50 or something to go on there, a person. I don't know how much it is, but it's definitely craziness out here. Here's another shot of the crevices. This is a crevice on the top of that whole thing. That's not water. That's not a river in there. That's ice in there. And you can see how blue it looks in there, that ice in that crevice there. Oh man, that's brings me memories. And then when I heard about that bus that crashed there, and the people died and stuff like that, it's actually pretty sad. Where somebody was driving one of these big buses there, and I think it went off the road, because the road going up to where it ends up on the top there where the glaciers are is a pretty precarious road. And it's like you have to be a pretty good driver. And if you're not paying attention and you go off the road while everyone goes off the cliff and they die, So that's what apparently happened up there. So, I don't know if I'll be going on that trip at all there, because do I trust my life with some other driver that came from some other country? I'm not going to say flip-flop, but you know what I'm talking about. Do I trust a flip-flop driver? No, I don't. I want to live. Okay. I trust myself. I'll drive myself around. Okay. I'll do that. But I'm not going to trust my life with somebody else. So anyways, we're going on the big trip, the trip to the mountains, to the Rocky Mountains. We're looking forward to that happening today. Everyone else is sleeping all around me here. We have a new visitor with us. We have Uncle John with us here. He's not a real uncle, but we call him Uncle John. And if you remember, Pooh Scissors remembers Uncle John there from a couple of years ago when I had him on my podcast there. And he's what I would call more of a left-leaning type of person. But hey, that's okay. That's okay. I'm wearing my Alberta Independence hat here, right-wing Tommy Temper here, but we'll be traveling with left-wing Uncle John. So be prepared for some arguing and rhetoric and stuff like that between the two of us. And we're going to be going live from the mobile. I'm going to be hooking up our DJI microphones. He'll have a mic and I'll have a mic, and we'll be tied into my cell phone, and we'll be broadcasting live for as long as we can while we're on the road. So make sure you turn on that bell. When you subscribe up to the channel, that's a little sub button. What do you call that thing there? I don't see it on mine here because I'm looking at my live video here. But anyways, hit that bell, turn the bell on for notifications so you get a notification when we go live again later today. And follow our travels as we, Pooh Scissors, good to see you in there. Big ups to you there. I saw you over in Queasy's channel there. Queasy is, that's funny. I don't even want to talk about her. I'm no talking about Queasy in my channel anymore. Okay, please, mods, if you see anyone talking about Queasy, tell them no talking about her. And if you see Queasy in my channel, give her a ban from my channel for doxing me or attempting to dox me or whatever the hell that she did. I never saw the video, but apparently she's trying to dox me over in her channel. Shame on you for doxing me and or doxing anybody, because that is the low of the lowest that you can do on any kind of an internet channel or Facebook or anything like that, is to try and dox people. Yeah. So if you see her saying 2 words in here, then absolutely ban her from here. And I don't want any talking about her. I don't want to see anything in the chat. Don't engage me. Don't get me talking about her. All I need to do is just forget about her. Let her do her own thing. And, she'll end up in jail one day with hate speech thing with her, or maybe not jail, but she'll definitely go to court over hate speech at some period in time. So Phoenix playing with prison time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's in trouble already with the law. She has to do crap in Saskatchewan there. She has to go to court in Saskatchewan there too for her stuff that happened there. But I don't like to see bad things happen to anybody. But hey, it's called karma. It's all called karma, and you get what the creator does to you, because you bring it upon yourself, and the creator will take care of business. Let's put it that way. You think that the creator is on your side. No, the creator, it doesn't matter what creator that you think of, the creator does good for people, and the creator punishes people. And you will be punished for what you say and do and what you're doing, okay? And let me just say that to you. And you're scared. You're scared. You're always scared. Every time you go in live, you're scared. You're talking like you're scared. And what kind of a life is that you bring that upon yourself, and you say and do things to other people to where you're scared of a whole bunch of other people out there? So, shame on you for being the way you are, okay? And with that, that's all I have to say. So please, no more engagement with that whole thing. And, we're going to move on from that. And I have so many other good things in my life that are happening. I have a great lifestyle. I've got a hot tub, a golf cart. We were out yesterday with Uncle John, as a matter of fact, because Uncle John arrived on scene here. We should have actually gone live there from the golf cart there yesterday, but we were riding the golf cart around Sylvan Lake here, having fun, doing our thing. We're over at the lighthouse there, hanging around. We're on the pier, watching the kids fish off the pier there. We're watching the kids jump on the aqua splash. It's kind of a big, blow up type thing that they have over there. And then we're sitting on the beach, watching everybody having fun. And it looks like another great day for over here at Sylvan Lake. There's going to be tons of people coming out here. It's a Thursday. And it's pretty good. Yeah, Phoenix says now she digs her own grave. Yeah, exactly. That's what happens. That's what happens. Yeah, we're living the life, Real Red Mama. Really, I wish that if you have time on your hands, try and do things with your time. It does, you know what? And it's not a matter of money either, because, all that money brings you is that you can buy stuff, that's all it does. You don't need money to have fun in life. You can go on a bus ride to a zoo or, take a car ride out to any old beach and hang out or whatever. You don't need the things, right? Because money only buys you things. It doesn't buy you happiness, Happiness is, it comes by the people that you surround yourself with, right? Your bestie, your lover, your wife, your husband, your children, grandchildren, your relatives, things like that. That's what life actually is. That's what brings you a good life, is the people that you surround yourself with, right? So surround yourself with good people, and just every day try and lead a good life. Don't do bad things to other people. Be kind to other people. Don't be hateful to other people, because when you're hateful to other people, you're just in a fit of rage all day long for yourself, right? And what kind of a life is that, to start first thing in the morning in some kind of a fit of rage, yelling and screaming at people that are across the world, right, on the internet? It's like absolute insanity, right? It doesn't make any sense at all. And, and then you've got these trolls that, they wake up in the morning and it's like, let's see, who can I troll today? Let's say something disparaging about Elm or Daisy or Real Red Mama or whatever, and it's like, get a life already. Like, come on. Or Tommy Temper, get a life. Get a frickin' life already. Be like me. Be happy. Be kind. Be nice to everyone. And you, in turn, will all have a great life. And, those people that, say and do things to you, they're like a little monkey or like the devil on your shoulder, right? The trolls are like a devil on your shoulder. Like, me, like, Tommy, you're going to be a bad guy. We want you to say bad stuff. We're going to dox you. We're going to do stuff to piss you off and whatever. No, it doesn't piss me off. It doesn't, because I've already been there. I've been doxed by Antifa, 10 years ago. Right, like when I first got into anything to do with protesting, I got doxed by Antifa. I've got bullshit stories, like fake stories, stories about me written up by Antifa and posted all over the internet that are a bunch of lies and stuff like that, they've already done it to me. And once it happens to you once, it's just more of the same over and over, and you get used to it. So at the end of the day, I don't really care what people say about me. It's like water under the bridge, and life goes on. So like if you were gonna put me out of business, i.e., say stuff about me that hurt my feelings or whatever, I would have been gone 10 years ago. I would have said, "Oh, I've had enough of this. I can't put up with that. Oh, Antifa is doing shit about me or saying stuff about me." And you guys are nothing more than Antifa. You trolls out there, you guys are Antifa supporters, Antifa lovers. You're absolutely no different than Antifa. They're And you know what Antifa is? They're the people that embrace Marxism, communism, and want to get rid of businesses and, want you to be working for the government and be on unassisted assistance or stuff like that. Live on your couch, whatever, and whatever. Just do shit like that. Herman the Tosser. Hey, Herman. Good to see you in there. I missed you. Pop it in there. Let's see who else I missed coming in here. Phoenix Tide, of course, a great supporter of the channel. We got Pooh Scissors in there. Real Red Mama. The Old Goat. Hey, Old Goat. Good to see you. Yeah. Guys like Ryan Jesperson there, where they think they're going to make the world a better place by bashing conservatives and supporting, those left-wing people that are so inclusive that they'll call you every name in the book. And as a matter of fact, on his program, the people in his chat actually, were saying disparaging things about me and wanting me to be no longer on this earth here. So, that's what his chat is all about there. I'm not over there supporting Ryan Jesperson there anymore because it's all lefty. It's all a lefty echo chamber over there. And it's just, they can preach to the choir all day long, but at the end of the day, I'm not on their side of the fence. Or I'm not an NDP liberal Democrat, woke individual at all. You know what I mean? And those people that are woke, they can overstay on that side of the fence there, because over here, I'm all about happiness, enjoyment, and not calling out other people. Hey, Michael, good to see you. Pop it in there. Hey, if he just left here. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, even YouTube would miss Tommy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But anyways, I'm just here today. And when people start waking up in the house here, then I'll have to conclude my broadcast here today. Right now, everyone is still sleeping. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Well, people are going to start waking up here. And then we're going to have to get prepared for our mountain trek today into the mountains of the Rocky Mountains of Alberta. We're going to be approaching through the foothills, leaving from Sylvan Lake, heading to a place called Rocky Mountain House. How about that for a town? A town called Rocky Mountain House. We're going to be blowing through Rocky Mountain House. I think we'll be gassing up in Rocky Mountain House because it's going to be the last chance to gas up before entering into the mountains. And then we're going to be going towards the mountains, into the mountains, and at some point we're going to lose cell service there. So, unfortunately, the only thing I can do is just leave my phone on record, and then to be able to, play back some of the stuff later when I'm back at the studio here. But if we do move over to an area where we have cell service again, like the Columbia Ice Fields or something like that, then we'll go live at that location there. Department of Mental Health is in the channel. Oh my God. Sounds like a troll popping back in here with one of their alts. It sounds like a troll alt, Department of Mental Health. Yeah. You guys. By the way, I remember I used to do work for various companies over the years. And one of the jobs I had was to go into the mental health, the insane asylum, and do some work in the insane asylum. And I don't know if you heard this story before, but I used to have a beard, right? I used to have a beard at one time. $10 with that super chat. Oh, thanks a lot, Real Red Mama, for that super chat. Thanks for booting the trolls. Yeah, thanks for the streams. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Real Red Mama. You're a great supporter of the channel here. And we appreciate doing these streams, and appreciate, I know you, Real Red Mama, you don't have a lot of, cash, wherewithal, whatever. But, the fact that you're giving me the odd super chat and whatever, I really, really appreciate that. It's like, that is like the ultimate for a streamer pat on your back, to see somebody give us a super chat. And thanks for booting the trolls. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, like I say, if there's somebody that, hangs out in Cadamus Rex's channel, and that's why you're getting booted from here. You're getting booted because you hang out with Cadamus Rex there, and Cadamus Rex is trolling me. She has actually come in here and doxed me, posting information about me right in my own chat. So shame on you, Cadamus Rex, for being a bad person. You're just a plain bad person. Really, honestly, you're a troll. You're the same as Antifa, no different whatsoever. That, what do you believe, that you're here on this earth to call people out and to dox people on the internet? Is that your reason for being here? It's sad. It was really sad. Yeah, exactly. So, if you, Red Mama, if you see anybody in the chat here that's from Cadamus Rex's channel and hangs around with her and has fun doxing people and has fun calling people out and calling people names and stuff like that, absolutely give them a boot, especially when I'm on the road and I'm not able to monitor the chat all that much, or read the chat. So we appreciate that. There you go. Biscuit Fund. Whoa, Herman the Tosser with the £5 super chat. Wow. Thanks a lot, Herman. You're a great supporter of the channel here, coming in from the UK. I appreciate that. Thanks a lot. We'll actually stop at the store there and buy some biscuits. Biscuit, a triscuit, a biscuit, a tiscuit, a tasket. We'll stop at Tesco on the way to the mountains, okay? How about that? No, we don't have Tesco in Canada here, but we do have lots of other stores like Save On Foods and stuff like that. But we'll stop and pick up some stuff. We'll be traveling with the two kids and with Uncle John, who is not an uncle of anybody really, but we just affectionately call him Uncle John because he's a friend of mine from for many years, and he's in town here, and he'll be traveling with us. My wife won't be with us because she's in Edmonton, and whatever, I don't know, she might very well meet us somewhere, drive somewhere into the mountains and do something. So we'll see what happens. But thanks a lot, both of you, for those super chats. Wow, that's very kind of you. Really, that is like the ultimate for a streamer. And really, like you do see these streamers where they get like, super chat after super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat, and then all they read is their super chats. But for a little guy like me, it is like it is really. It brings tears to my eyes, and it's I'm thankful that, to me, that's kind of the ultimate pat on the back to say, hey, Tommy, nice to see you, and we're glad that you're doing some lives, and glad that the trolls didn't troll you to death and stop you from streaming or whatever, and the fact that that YouTube is not promoting small streamers like they used to. Like I used to get subs every time I went live, and now I don't get subs every time I get live. It's like kind of a tougher gig, to be able to be streaming these days. Yeah, working hard for independence. Yeah, Damien. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I'm absolutely for Alberta independence. I don't always, again, my channel is kind of a variety channel where I really started out doing a lot of restreaming of other people, like streaming stuff like the riots that are happening in the States and, things that are happening in Canada, different protests and stuff like that, restreaming the protest circuits, lots of stuff happening over in Europe too. I've done Europe protests and whatever. Doesn't matter where they're happening in the world. If I see something live, then we bring it on here. But we're kind of moving more into doing world events, things that are happening with the wars that are going on in Iraq, Iran, Israel, with the United States. You've got the Russian, Ukrainian war going on, just tidbits of information of what's going on there. Today, I'm just kind of going over the itinerary of what we're going to be doing, which there is no itinerary other than we're hopping in the van and we're heading west. Go west, young man. Don't you remember that? Go west, young man. They said, go west, da, 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 da. So we hitched up the horses to the wagon and we started heading west. That's basically what's going on here today. Yeah. And we're, definitely there. Gary's Broken Pearl. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. So we're hitching up the horses, and we're heading west, and we'll be taking you on that trip there when we get the travel van loaded up. We have a travel van. I don't have a picture of the travel van there, but I did a video in Drumheller there, and I showed you what the travel van looks like. It looks like a Dodge camper van, like a raised roof camper van type thing. And it's got in it, the bathroom and the fridge and the stove. It's got a little generator in it, and it's got a pop-up roof, so you can sleep 2 people up on the roof and then another 2 people down below, and you can actually have somebody sleep on the chairs. The chairs kind of, fold out into kind of a bed there too, up in the front. It's got 4 chairs in the front where 4 people can sit. And that's the layout of the thing, and it's like what I call the mobile studio. It's like my mobile studio there. So we'll be going mobile in the little camper van and heading towards the mountains. We'll be heading west, young man, and it's a beautiful place where I live here. Alberta is a nice country. The only thing that I have against Alberta is the winter time, because in the winter, holy crap, it gets cold here. It can get to be 30. In fact, every winter it gets to be 30 degrees below zero, where people are going, oh, but the planet is warming up, Tommy. We have to collect carbon tax money to protect the climate and spend money on climate change and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't think so. I think that it's actually, when it gets to be 30 degrees below zero, there are times like that when I would want it to be a little bit warmer, right? And we're going to be experiencing that. In fact, I better make sure that I don't forget my, at least bring a hoodie, Maybe I'm not going to bring a winter jacket, when we head to, if and when, I don't even know if we're going there. I don't know if we're going to the, Columbia ice fields, but, if I do go there, you absolutely need a winter jacket. Absolutely. But I don't know that I'm actually going to be bringing a winter jacket even, but I'll bring a hoodie with me, because in the evening you need that hoodie, when you're sitting around the campfire or something like that. We'll see what happens there. So sounds like it should be a lot of fun. I like excitement like that, where, there's something that's going to be happening, not where we're just, you get into a kind of a bit of a doldrum, where you're just in one place and doing one thing, and every day is the same as yesterday. Today is the same as yesterday. I like a thing where, and I don't like the plan stuff, like, really, other than, there are certain things that you need to plan. But this kind of a vacation, I love, because I've never taken this road before in my life from Sylvan Lake into the mountains. So we actually, last year we went to the mountains, and we kind of circled around on the west side of the mountains, on the east side of the mountains, and we saw roaming horses, where there were wild horses roaming on the road. Right on the side of the road, we saw them. We actually, we stopped our van and go, what the hell? There's horses right here in the road. And it's like, it's not some farmer's horses or some loose animals or something like that. These are wild horses. There's no saddles on them. These are not horses that have ever had a saddle on them. These are like wild horses. And there you see, a couple of colts and 3 or 4 other horses running around there. And and I've never seen wild horses like that before in my life. And it was like, holy shit, this is pretty neat. And when you get into the mountains there, you start to see other crap in there too, like mountain goats, mountain sheep. We could see deer, we could see moose, could see anything in there. I don't know. Saddle-free wild horses. Yeah, exactly. New roads, new adventures. Yeah, exactly. They have hot springs in over by Jasper. I don't know if we're going to drive up to where the hot springs are. There's something called Mayette Hot Springs by, let me think of what's the name of it there. Anyways, it's a native name of the turnoff where it is there. What's the name of that girl? The good-looking Aboriginal girl. Anyways, there's a name of a place up there by Mayette. I think Mayette is maybe an Aboriginal name too. Lots of stuff like that up there. I don't know if we're going to make it up there. That is actually up further past Jasper, and I don't even know if we're going to make it up there to Jasper and or with my wife. I'm not too sure what's happening with her because she usually comes to Sylvan Lake on Friday, and today is Thursday, and she might very well just may meet us somewhere. I don't know, wherever the hell we're going to be. Like I said, I didn't plan out any of this stuff here. Nothing is planned out. We're just flying by the seat of our pants. We're just leaving here just because we can, and we're just going just because we can. Hey, as long as I've got my credit card with me, we can gas up, and we're going to be loading our fridge and our cupboards up in the little van there with the stuff that we have in the fridge in the house here, as much stuff as we have, which we're pretty well stocked here in Sylvan Lake. We have a nice cabinet here with food stuffs and whatever. And, we're going to have water with us, and it'll just be a fun time, a good travel, and I'm really looking forward to the adventure. And, as long as we have cell service, we'll be able to pop on and off here and show you where we're at, what we're up to, and keep you informed as to what's going on. So we appreciate everybody watching and keeping track of what we're doing. And, looking good. Let's see. I did get a message from RV, by the way, and RV probably won't mind if I say this, but last message from RV, which was yesterday at 8:30, was issues are resolved. Issues are resolved. So whatever issues were going on between RV and what's going on with him at his present location, the issues are resolved. So that's good to hear about that with RV. We need an RV Tommy stream, yeah. Hey, might happen. I don't know. Well, you see, when he is done or finished whatever with what he's doing, he's probably going to be going back to Edmonton. And I'm not always in Edmonton. I'm only in Edmonton once in a blue moon when I have to be in Edmonton. Otherwise, I'm going to be down here in Sylvan Lake pretty much the whole summer up until probably September. And the only reason I'm going back to Edmonton is for whatever. Let's say that I might have an appointment or something with a specialist or whatever, which I don't have anything planned at the moment. So, there's no reason for me to go back to Edmonton. But he'll be driving through Edmonton to head back to Ontario or whatever. And I don't know that he has any, in fact, I don't know what's going on, whether or not he'll be making it down here to Sylvan Lake, right? That I don't know, because I haven't even talked to him about that. But if he does make it to Sylvan Lake here, well, yeah, absolutely, we'll do a stream with him there. We'll get together, we'll ride around in our golf cart, and I'll show him basically where people are in Sylvan Lake. Yeah. And I'll show him where the RCMP office is, and maybe we'll pop in there and have a chat with the RCMP. That would be a good thing. Yeah. Anyways, you know what I mean. I'm not going to, expound upon that, because that's an unknown. It's an unknown. I don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen until it happens, right? You know how that goes. But yeah, I see your smile there. Yeah. So, we're looking forward to the future. The future is going to be rosy. I'm having fun. I'm not afraid of anything in the world. I'm not afraid of what somebody might say about me. If you know who I am, and remember, my real name is not Tommy Temper, obviously, right? The puppet's name was Tommy Temper, right? If you look at the very first video on my YouTube channel here, go and look at that video. Scroll all the way down. Look under videos, not under live, but under videos, and look at the very first video, and you will see who the real Tommy Temper is. The Tommy Temper was a puppet, a freaking puppet, who was doing, a video about or against the government, right? Because Tommy Temper didn't like, the NDP government. So Tommy Temper did a video. The puppet did a video. Hey, we got Barbara Bush in the channel here. Hey, good to see you there, Barbara. Thanks for popping in here. Anybody else watching, give us a thumbs up on the channel here. Hey, I haven't even given myself a thumbs up here. Hang on, let me give myself a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up if you're just sitting there watching the channel. Give us a sub up to the channel. I don't care where you're watching. You might be watching on Kick, Facebook, on YouTube, any of the YouTube channels you're watching on Twitch or on X. Hey, sub up, follow, friend, whatever the terminology is on that platform. I'm glad that you found us and that you're watching and you're wanting to find out what's happening with the adventures that we're going to be going on. So we're kind of looking forward to that happen. And Brett, where's Brett? I haven't seen Brett today.
Fuck all the fucking way off.
Yeah, Brett, thanks a lot for the kind words to the channel here. I appreciate that. We couldn't do a show without you,
No, fuck off. Fuck off. Oh, fuck me, stupid fucking people.
Yeah, we just can't do a stream without Brett. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. Hey, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for those super chats. Thanks a lot for supporting the channel. Appreciate all your company. You're all great people in my mind. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. And people can change. People can be better. And yeah, it's just like us here in Alberta. We support independence. And hey, whether we become independent or not, over the bow to Ottawa. Mark Carney, listen up. That's right. No more pipelines blocked. That's right, we're done with the feds. Alberta freedom. Woohoo! Thanks a lot, everyone. Appreciate your company. Be a good person. Don't be like somebody that you don't like, okay? Be somebody like you do like. Embrace people that do good and treat other people nice. Alberta freedom. And with that, I'm going to get over to the fridge and start stocking the fridge in the motorhome. And we're going to motor on towards the mountains. Looking forward to our little trip today. Woohoo! Blue oyster. Well, oyster. And oyster is, the that you get, right? That's a prairie oyster. That's known as a prairie oyster out here in the West. Woo-hoo. Alberta independence. Let's go. Oh, and I've got a new flag here too. Where's my flag? Hang on. Let me just show you. Just so you know I'm not BSing you here. Hang on.
Self-determination's all right. Like Ukraine from the Soviets, we'll fight through the night. No more sending our wealth to fund their endless schemes. Our pensions rising, fulfilling our dreams.
Oh yeah, we got our new flag. We'll be bringing this flag with us. Put it on the outside of our van wherever we park. Poking the forever Canadian people wherever they might be. Yeah. It'll be fun. Traveling. We're on the move again. On the move again. On the road again. Do a show without clothes. Barbara Bush. No trolling the host of your channel here, Tommy Temper. Thank you very much, Department of Mental Health. Appreciate that. Kind words. Very kind words. Appreciate that. I do.
Separation's the answer.
Oui, oui, oui. Oui, oui. Oui, oui. Are you speaking French now? Oui. Très bien. Et vous too? Daisy in the house. Hey, hey. Thanks a lot for that there, Daisy. Well, hopefully we'll have a fun time. I'm really looking forward to this. You know, I'm excited. I'm excited. I hope you're excited for me like I am. Really. Because it's always fun to go places where you've never been before. You know, like Spock. We are traveling to places where no man has seen. We don't know what we're going to run into. So, yeah, it should be fun. But I'm kind of sad that where we're going won't have great cell service, you know. So, you know, because I really want to be streaming as we're going in here into the mountains here. But we'll stream as long as we can until we lose cell service. And then after that, I'm bringing my whole pack with me with my DJI camera and crap like that so that I can video some of the stuff that I see as we're in the mountains there. And then when I get back, we can play back some of that video on a live and go through the events of what happened. So, yeah, it should be a fun time. We'll document the trip quite well and see what happens there. What's that? You need a 25-foot pole? What do you need a 25-foot pole for? I'm going to need one for my flag here. Yeah, I need one. I need a 25-foot pole. Yeah, but anyways, I got that flag, and we'll be bringing that flag with us there. And, you know, wherever we park, we'll do our best to try and get that flag up there. We fly in the colors, the independence colors, wherever we travel here. But anyways, if you just tuned in, where we're going is I'm in Sylvan Lake right now, which is we're about 14 kilometers to the west of Red Deer, Alberta, which is right in the center. Well, yeah, kind of in the center of Alberta. And we're going to be traveling today from Sylvan Lake west. Head west, young man. Head west. And we're going to be driving to Rocky Mountain House is our first destination. We're going to be fueling up in Rocky Mountain House because past that point, there will be no more fuel. There will be no more fuel on the roads that we're going on. Wherever we're going, we're going to fill up our tank and we're going to go as far as we can go. But we have to be careful that we can't burn more than half of our fuel to where we're going, or else we're not going to get back to Rocky Mountain House to where we can fuel up again. So, but whatever, we're going to be somewhere in the mountains in between Banff, which is to south, which is actually west of Calgary, and Jasper, which is to the west of Edmonton. So there's a road that goes right through the mountains. It's a total mountain road, really crappy, 200 kilometers of no cellular service on that road. And that's where we're going to be. We're going to be out of touch. I won't be able to live stream. I won't be able to send any video messages. I won't be able to make any phone calls. And I believe that my phone does have that little symbol of the satellite on it that comes on there. And I think you can text somebody with that little satellite symbol on there. But I don't think you can make a phone call where we are. And I think it uses Elon Musk's satellites there with that little satellite symbol on the phone there. So I can maybe do a text message, but that's about it. So, but it's not enough bandwidth to be able to go live. Probably in my future, I plan to maybe get a Starlink on my van. And then when my van is parked here at Sylvan Lake, then I'll tether to the Starlink in the van to the house here. And then my stream will be running off of the Starlink, which will be located in the van. So I'll get rid of the TELUS internet, the fiber internet that I have in the house here, which is actually kind of flaky. that, because sometimes I go live here. Actually, today it's good because it hasn't gone down on us here, but it's flaky because I'm up, I'm down, I'm up, I'm down. And you guys have seen that in my previous streams where I black out during the stream and whatever. So I'm not too happy with TELUS fiber, which you think would be 100% reliable, but I don't even think it's as reliable as Starlink for that matter. And it's probably maybe a little bit cheaper than Starlink, but right in that, about, similar pricing to it there. So I would rather have Starlink mounted on my van and then just when it's parked around here, just tether it right to the house and, off of a router that I can Wi-Fi to this location here and operate off, whatever the speed is off of Starlink there. As long as I have probably even under 100 megabit is probably good enough for me to be able to do my stuff here. Because right now I'm pretty sure I'm like 100 megabit or something here. So, that's something for the future there. If I get that, then when we make these trips into the mountains there and out of cellular service, at least Starlink will give us unless you're in some mountain area where too much of the mountain is blocking the satellites. But there are so many satellites up there that, you're pretty much always going to be able to have satellite signal, even if you're down in some valley, in between two big mountain peaks on the side of you there. You still have, two different directions where you can beam and pick up those satellites there. So, but I don't know. I've never really tried anything like that in the mountains. So I don't know how good Starlink is in the mountains, but it's absolutely better than cellular service because we have zero cellular service. And the reason for that is because the cellular companies don't put up cell towers where there are so few people that are going to use the service. They have to make it worth their while to be able to serve their customers that are in those areas. But if all you have is just people rolling up and down a road, you going from point A to point B, they go, to hell with them. Let them, die on the highway or whatever if we don't need cell service in that area. So, anyways, that's where we're heading to. So, look forward to that happening. Maybe get RV Dude to work on your Starlink. Probably won't cost you much more than $5,000. Oh, don't get me into a fight with RV. RV and I are doing quite well. Like I said, I talked to both RV and Railroaded, off of the internet, on the telephone. I actually have spoken to them on the phone, both RV and Railroaded. So, I try and be friends with everybody. That. Exactly. I'm looking forward to going live in the RV, and I absolutely will. I will. I don't want to dox myself, so I'm not going to go live right here from where I'm at. But as soon as we sort of get rolling, I'll just pull over in a parking lot and go, okay, we'll start the stream up here. And we'll start streaming, and we'll be streaming from. So the first place that we start streaming from is going to be from Sylvan Lake. We'll be on the road. We'll head towards Rocky Mountain House. When we hit Rocky Mountain House, we're going to gas up at some sort of a gas station, and from there we're heading west towards the mountains, and you're going to be able to see what the mountains look like on the highway there as we get closer and closer and closer until finally, bzzz, the signal is going to just fade out, and we're going to be going, we're tits up now. We're in the mountains. Don't have any cell signal. So we're going to, if and when, and we'll record some stuff, and it will just be the sights and the sounds of the things that we see. And of course, if we see some wild animals and stuff like that, because hey, I've on days gone by in the mountains, I've seen black bears, brown bears. I've seen cinnamon bears, right? I don't know if you've ever seen a cinnamon bear, but it's kind of like a very light colored brown bear. It looks like cinnamon. They call it a cinnamon bear. We've seen mountain sheep, mountain goats, deer, moose, other kind of wild animals running around there, skunks and you name it. So yeah, we could see almost anything there. We might even see like an alien or something, you know, an illegal alien on the side of the road hitchhiking. There's always that possibility. Yeah, pretty like blonde bears. Yeah, similar to a blonde bear, cinnamon bear. It's kind of a light brown, very light brown color. And I don't know, I think it's like an aberration of, you know, like you know how you'd have what do you call it? When somebody's white, you know, and they have no pigment and they got, you know, albino, kind of like in between a brown bear and an albino bear or something, you know, something like that. Or I don't know, maybe it has something to do with a polar bear. And I've actually seen polar bears too up in the Arctic. And I've traveled up to the Arctic there many times, many times, up to Tuktoyaktuk. Go look on a map and find out where Tuktoyaktuk is. I've actually been to Tuktoyaktuk, and I've seen up in Tuktoyaktuk, they had these big antenna setups there for what's known as the DEW line, DEW line, which was to detect missiles coming from Russia with nuclear warheads on them, right? So they had these big radar screens. They look like giant movie theater. You know, when you used to go to the movie theater in your car, and you know those big movie theater screens. Yeah, they're like that, but they're radar installations. And but that's from the Cold War, you know, and they don't use that stuff anymore because now they have detection with satellite and stuff like that. You know, they can detect whether or not missiles are going with satellites and whatever. So it's all abandoned stuff up there. But I've seen that. I've seen the mounds of Earth. There's mounds of Earth up in Tuktoyaktuk, and it's from the cold, from the permafrost, and from the warming and the cooling of the permafrost up there. And what it does is it heaves the ground into mounds, right? And it's weird. I didn't even know that existed until I went up there and saw it for real life. But yeah, interesting stuff, interesting people. Yes, I have rubbed noses with the Eskimo ladies up there. So yeah, we know what that's all about. No, I don't want to even get into that. Don't want to expose myself. Yeah. But anyways, thanks a lot, everyone. I need to get everyone up here. It's like almost 10 o'clock here. We should have been on the road here by now. But everyone is still sleeping except me. I'm doing my podcast here. And yeah, I don't even know why I call it a podcast, because I always thought a podcast was like audio only. But this is, the YouTube video cast or whatever, more likely it. But anyways, thanks a lot for watching.
Hey,
appreciate your company. And we're out of here. We're heading west. Go west, young man. Thanks a lot. Without you, where's my camera? We wouldn't have a broadcast here. So thanks a lot for being part of the broadcast. Take care. Thanks a lot, Real Red Mama. And our big people that have given us the super chats here today. We do appreciate that. Let me just find them and bring them back up here again. Wow, I get a lot of chat in there. Have to go back far in my chat to see that there. We got Herman the Tosser in there with that £5 super chat for the biscuit fund. Thank you very much for that. And we got Red Mama with that $10 super chat. Thank you very much. You betcha. Yeah, and like I say, if you see anybody that's a troll while I go live, just ban them from the. Don't give them just a 15-minute timeout. No, because they'll be back. Just ban them, because they don't deserve to be here if they're going to troll me. I don't like that. You don't like that. We all don't like that. And I was watching that thing about New York City and how they're bringing in 3 grocery stores. They're going to cause hardship and potential closing down of just tons of small stores, bodegas or whatever they call them there, the small stores, and that's pure communism, what they're doing in New York City. Don't vote for communism. Don't vote for people that, if you hear the word communism or NDP or liberal, Don't vote for that crap because it'll do you in, right? All they want to do is spend your money, and they want to make everything institutionalized, nationalized, and wow, everyone's going to work for the government, and it's going to be a worse life for you and for me. So don't go there. That's why we want Alberta independence, to get away from all that bullshit. We're sick and tired of that. You don't have to be coming to Alberta and try and promise us some kind of $1 million cardboard boxes to live in. Okay? With that being said, bye for now. Take care. Stay out of trouble. And go west, young man. Go west.